So we've been waiting for this one day, the day Samsung shows up and they're like, okay, this is what we've been cooking all year, and well, this is what they've been doing. Yes, this is your first look at the brand new Galaxy S26 series, the new Galaxy Buds4 Pro, and I know a lot of it has leaked already, but you know what, as they say, it's more than what meets the eye. This one. I mean, there's new features that you don't know about, hidden upgrades, some controversial changes, and that one feature that's been going viral, and yeah, we're going to take a closer look at it. I mean, yes, I'll show you the S26 and the S26 Plus 2 and the Buds 2, but first off, this is the new Galaxy S26 Ultra, and it's going to be available in some new colors, and we have it in this purple variant. So no orange here, thankfully. And just look at this. Now I know it's not changed by a lot, but there's subtle changes, like here's the new camera bump. Yeah, it looks much more like the Galaxy Z Fold 7 now. And like Apple, Samsung is now going with an aluminium frame. Yeah, bye-bye titanium, that era is gone. And just how S25 Ultra brought some changes that made things comfortable, this is doing the same. I mean, as you can see, the corners are more rounded now. It also sheds off 4 grams and is even thinner at 7.9mm, which actually makes it the thinnest Ultra phone Samsung has ever made. So yes, all around more comfy in the hands. Now, if you're thinking if Bluetooth would return to S Pen, no, it's not. And it looks very similar to last year, but it now has a different design at the bottom, at the top. So not symmetrical, and that means when you put it in wrong, it looks, well, wrong. The big upgrade obviously is the screen though. And after a long time since the S23, S24, 25 Ultra all had same panels, but this right here is the new M14 OLED screen, and it's brighter than ever at 3000 nits of peak brightness. Also finally 10-bit now, and there's also Pro Scalar to scale up low-res photos and videos. But the big highlight has to be the new privacy screen feature, and I was honestly not expecting this to be so impactful. So you can enable this from the quick settings like this, or from the display settings where you got a lot more options, which I'll get to. But when you enable this, your screen looks very normal from the front view, but as you tilt it, see it from an angle, it gets almost invisible from the sides, so creepy friends, strangers sitting next to you can't see your personal stuff. And there's even this maximum privacy mode for all the Agent 47s out there. And this is totally customizable. You can set it to automatically turn on for notifications, so your screen stays visible, but see this, notifications aren't. How awesome is this? I mean, you can even set it to turn on in apps, so when you open an app, for example Gallery, it automatically turns on. And again, it works with even pins and patterns, and see this, it automatically activates the moment I start putting in the pattern. Very useful. It's not just the software, this is literally the hardware controlling how the light spreads at the pixel level, the voltage changing, which is insane. I mean, it feels like a feature that once you get used to it, there's no going back. And this new M14 OLED screen is also set to be more power efficient, which is important because the battery is still 5000 mAh. Yeah, the battery remains at 5000 mAh, although charging speeds have gone up, 60 watt wired, 25 watt G2 wirelessly, but yeah, still no silicon carbon battery, no magnets, but Samsung will be selling these magnetic cases with the phone, if that's any consolation. Now, as for the performance, the S26 Ultra gets Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, UFS 4.0 storage, LPDDR5X RAM, a redesigned vapor chamber that's closer to the chipset. So yeah, we'll be testing out the performance soon. And this is running One UI 8.5, and you get the gold standard 7 years of OS updates, but there's some new useful Galaxy AI features. I mean, this photo assist is the gallery, and you can literally edit photos with a prompt. So you can change the background, change any elements. I mean, yeah, just look at this. There's also a new creative studio where you'll find templates for, invitations, greeting cards. You get the idea. And again, you can just put in a prompt and create, say, an invitation. Very handy. And there are a lot more features like Now Nudge understands context in your chat and goes through your apps and gives suggestions based on your data. And yeah, there's a lot more which we'll be covering in our detailed video. Yeah, I can't wait to see this on my S23 Ultra. As for the cameras, here are the camera specs, and yeah, it's very similar to the S25 Ultra, but some hidden changes like the primary camera and the 50MP telephoto have wider apertures, so brighter in low light. Nitography is also improved with the new noise reduction algorithm that works across lenses. It's not a massive upgrade in terms of cameras, and with the competition, it's going to be spicy. There are also new video features like 4K auto framing, which shoots in 8K, crops in 4K, and lets you follow a subject. There's also support for the APV codec, rival to the Apple ProRes codec. Then there's the S26 and the S26 Plus. And both of these phones get the new camera design. The S26 this time has gotten slightly bigger, and it now has a bigger 6.3-inch screen compared to 6.2-inch on the S25. Not a huge jump, but hey, more screen is nice. Now, a lot of the specs remain same, but battery-wise, the S26 gets a minor bump to 4300 mAh, and the S26 Plus Plus is at 4900 mAh. Also, the S26 Plus supports 45-watt charging, but S26 is stuck at 25-watt charging still. Now, rest of the things are pretty similar, like you get One UI 8.5 out of the box, all the Galaxy AI features are here too. Performance-wise, these are a bit interesting, and by interesting, I mean X. You know what? The S26 now starts at 256 GB, but the big change obviously is the new Exynos 2600 chip, which is the first 2nm chip, 10-core CPU, new NPU, all big claims on paper. But yeah, the questions remain the same as all the time, and yeah, we'll see how it goes in the real world. Samsung also launched the new Galaxy Buds4 Pro with another design revamp. The case is different, more transparent. The Buds have a new blade design with metal on the outside. There's same dual drivers but larger speakers. So let me know if you want a video on this. So that was the first look at the brand new Galaxy S26 series, the new Galaxy Buds4 Pro. So yeah, you know it, I know it. A detailed video is coming where we'll be testing out a lot of the stuff like the cameras, the performance. So hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.